Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. What I'm trying to kill you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's a scene, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Sneering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation, rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. Welcome back to the People's Podcast, with the ears that will listen where your opinion matters. Tonight's episode is powered by Shimwood Beverages, the crafted CBD seltzer designed to help you slow down, breathe deeper, and stay present if you're ready to unwind without losing clarity. Shimmerwood Beverages has your back. Sip calm, stay aware, rise steady. Use our promo code, the people, to get 30% off your next order. Now, tonight we step into a different kind of conversation. One that asks us to pause, to listen inward, to tell the truth about what moves us and what wounds us. This is the mature heart, the space where emotional awareness transforms into wisdom. A mature heart is not a perfect heart. A mature heart is a practiced heart. It's a practical heart. It is a patient heart. It chooses clarity over chaos, reflection over reaction, growth over the confident of the old habits, confronting the old habits and the comfortable form of reusing them. Every emotion is a message. Every trigger is a mirror. Every pause holds power. Tonight, together, we explore how awareness becomes understanding, how understanding becomes wisdom, and how wisdom becomes peace. This is the mature heart turning emotional awareness into wisdom. And we have Moon Tortoise.
Happy Moon Tortoise Day.
Yes. And then we have DDH beside us, not a bubble.
Oh, oh shit. Okay. Oh my. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. DDH, I love the hat.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. I like the cat thing you got going on behind you. That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Yes,
find the background. Yeah, it's Space Cats. I could have a tree frog.
that's me. I'm the tree frog.
Yeah. Trippy frog.
So, self-awareness and triggers. What emotion does it avoid and acknowledge, although it keeps asking for your attention? What
Maybe asking me.
emotions? Yes, what emotions do you avoid, although it keeps asking for your attention?
Anger. Anger.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one for me. I make impulsive decisions, and I have a hard time making decisions without being angry. So keeping that in check or a normal balance where I can actually still think is tantamount to my success. Happy
Yeah.
Moon Tortoise Day. Thank you, Dumpster Phoenix.
So, DDH, what emotion do you avoid acknowledging, although it keeps asking for your attention?
Oh Lord, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say anger.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So I'm starting to learn more from it, but even we go back to the road rage incident. And even today, it was testy when I was out with my father and stuff for, out and about, and I was able to contain that anger. So I'm glad. But yeah, that's a tough one.
I think for me though, I don't think mine's more anger because it takes a lot to get me angry. I think mine's more overly explaining. If that even is emotion, is that a form of empathy almost? I want people to feel what I feel. So I'm overly trying to explain myself. And I realized being a what is it? Two-time used to be people pleaser. that
Two-timer.
a two-time and people pleaser that I it's a habit. It's a habit. Honestly, it's a terrible habit of trying to explain yourself too much. I give out way too much information that's not needed. And I have to learn. I am learning, not have to. I am in the process of learning healthy boundaries and learning that just saying what you mean and don't try to explain it because you don't have to.
That's insecurity.
Is it?
There's the root cause. You're insecure about how people feel about you, so you try to make them feel better and avoid confrontation. You do this by over-explaining something. And it makes it worse 9 times out of 10.
Yes, it does. I tend to wrap myself in a corner. I back myself all the way up into overly explaining that it comes and bites me in my butt because I may say either too much or I give out too much information that they don't need to know. They weren't even asking.
We got Dakota Willis jumps on. And yeah, no, it's they weren't even asking. Once I get pesticides out, anger is damn near minimal. And I think what Dakota definitely is saying is there's a lot of definitely wash your fruit. That's one thing. But there's a lot of weird stuff you eat. And stuff you put in your body makes goes to your brain, makes you think. Oh, that's a whole other podcast.
There's a whole other podcast, but that's so true. So when do you feel triggered, and what does your body do before your mind catches up? Moon Tortoise.
To me or Dakota?
No, to you. What do you do?
Okay. Yeah. What do I do when I feel? What's it? Well, like everything else, an internal dialogue and/or conflict starts with myself. Most example I can use is today. I saw two really cool types, one cool type of liquor, and then another beer. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish I was able to drink because they got a lot of cool beer out. That's like, and daiquiris and stuff and fun drinks. And yeah, like that. And I got to check myself. But at the same time, I had Harry actually, two people who I know and love super close to me, like hand a beer, actually, like not at me to drink, but like move it in my general direction to like lean forward and grab something off the table. And without hesitation, I go, I don't drink. Like I didn't even fucking know him. So I'm glad that that emotion has replaced a lot of that internal dialogue. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, the first thing is just frustration and want. It's kind of a hard question to answer.
Yeah, and Dakota said you can't wash pesticides off, and that's so true. You got to be careful what your numbers are on your fruit.
Yes.
If it's fine, leave it alone. Check out your numbers on your fruit. Check out the barcode. A lot of the organic stuff is not healthy. They put that spray on there deep where it's embedded in all the way. It soaks all the way through. It's past the outside. So washing does not help.
No. Long story short, grow your own fruit. I mean, the stuff grows on trees. It's crazy.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother podcast. We'll get to that. So DDH, when you feel triggered, what does your body do before your mind catches up when you feel triggered?
My body?
Yeah.
I kind of start to feel like the shakes a little bit, like it's coming along. My blood pressure will go up. And now that I've gotten a little older, I can feel it more than ever than when I did when I was younger. So my heart a little races a little bit when I'm irritable and stuff like that. Definitely feel it.
I agree. Them are the symptoms I usually get too. I can't actually, I'm going to be honest. I can't tell the difference between menopause and emotions sometimes, just to be real, because this menopause feelings too. And I know that's just my magnesium and my levels are off and stuff like that. But just the natural menopause thing that's going on with me will cause me to get them same feelings where I feel like my heart's fluttering and I get really hot all of a sudden and stuff like that, even if I'm calm. So I know a lot of it has to do with my magnesium levels and what I put inside of my body, how my I need to properly take care of a lot of things. But yeah, so I feel those same symptoms. I can relate to that. That's usually what it is. My heart will start beating a little bit and I feel like I'm getting a little flustered. So what unmet childhood needs still echo in your adult relationships? Moon Tortoise, what unmet childhood needs still echo in your adult relationships?
I suppose a few of them could. Echo? No. Does that mean a positive or negative?
Mm-hmm.
Does it echo negatively or positive? Because I could say that my childhood was very chaotic and violent and loud. So something I did was hide, and I used video games and media as a form primarily of escapism. So something that I suffered from in relationships is the need for space versus the need to be around people simultaneously, especially people who I love. And that conflict can easily cause rifts if communication has not established why it's been happening. So, lack of communication for one, and then distance and space. That is something I carry over from childhood.
Okay. So, DDH, same question for you. What unmet childhood needs still echo in your adult relationships?
Um, I think with me a lot, maybe if I could feel like I'm not getting paid attention to, only because it seemed like when I was a child that it's hard to say, but I guess I did long for attention or young for attention because it was like nobody ever listened to me. So I think that kind of drifted over in when I became an adult.
So longing for attention.
Yeah, not so much to the stream, but that's one that I would think, you know.
Okay, okay. Um, for me, I don't think that a lot. Maybe acceptance. I will say acceptance because I was gonna say I don't think a lot of childhood things are echoing still in my relationships, but not knowing healthy boundaries. I think that's knowing my self worth. I think that that right there is accepting myself, not acceptance from others, but for myself. I think just accepting me and loving who I am I'm learning that still and setting those healthy boundaries, saying, you know what, I'm allowed to say no, you're not good for me. No, I have to remove you from my life because it's not of me anymore, and be okay with that. And that's from everybody. That's from relationships to my own family members, you know? And sometimes you have to remove people that no longer serve you in the betterment of your growth, regardless if that's your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, your aunt, your uncle, you know, your grandparents, whatever the case may be. Sometimes it can be family members too. So, Moon Tortoise, growth in accountability. That's what we're talking about next. What has emotional maturity taught you about the ways you once respond to stress?
It's taught me that impulsiveness can lay waste to a situation. Um, One of the biggest things is overthinking for me, and that's speed thinking. And like I said, I'm always in constant dialogue patterns with myself, conflict. So being able to slow down and assess a situation properly, that was responding to stress. Yeah, that's how you get things done. Um, and then today, I'm not going to say anything about today, but it's like any other day. I'm thankful and grateful for things, and doing that really sets you on a path to think better. Those working in tandem are a good combination.
So, DDH, for you, what has emotional maturity taught you about the ways you once responded to stress?
Um, that's you don't have to take it there. You don't have to meet anything that's negative at that same energy. You don't. What I mean by you don't have to take it there. Just be calm about things, and it's okay to think things through and try to rationalize things before going haywire.
Can I say something I heard you say earlier today, and I want to touch base on that. You were explaining something to somebody, and I'm not going to say names, but you were explaining something to someone and saying that other people are allowed to have their feelings about whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
If they have an opinion on how you are, then that's different. But if it's just their opinion on life and how things are in life, they're allowed that. And you can't allow that to affect you. And that's one of those things that you were just speaking on.
Oh yeah. But it doesn't matter. You're allowed to think pretty much. And actually, I think, and I credit you to helping me learn that that it doesn't matter what anybody say about you. They can call you whatever, they can think whatever, but that doesn't mean that you have to agree to it. And so I've learned that that was one of the biggest things I learned within a year to start really taking in effect. Sometimes I slip with it, but I think more so I kind of act upon it, like whatever, you call me whatever, or say whatever you want.
So cool. Welcome, Kendo.
Hi there. Hope all is well.
Oh, all is truly well. And welcome, SGF Graham. Welcome, SGF Graham.
No.
No? No?
Happy Guy Fawkes Day, guys.
Yeah. So, Kendo, what emotional maturity taught you, what has emotional maturity taught you about the ways you once responded to stress compared to now?
Oh boy. Learning to walk away when you need to. It's not worth the time when people are trying to cause conflicts or situations. Basically from trying to get a response when you don't need to respond to anything. So I learned that the hard way for the past couple of years ongoing, and people are still trying just to backlash or cause negative situations where I'm like, you know what? I don't need to respond to any of that or to anyone really. So it's doing better with responses, I would say.
Okay. SGF Graham, are you with us? SGF Graham. You try it, Moon Tortoise. Maybe it's me. No?
SGF, can you hear me? I can be your hero, SGF. No, he would have said something to that.
Yes. So, let's see what's up in here.
Oh, I engaged the studio chat.
Oh. Nope, he left. So, not Curtis singing, I promise you. So, for me, what emotional maturity has taught me about the ways I once responded to stress. Like I said, it takes a lot to bother me. I don't really honestly get stressed like I used to at all, because I realized, I guess emotional maturity taught me that not everybody's agreement has to become mine. People are allowed to say something and think something about me, and I don't have to accept it. They can say what they want to say. You said that earlier too. They can say what they want to say, and I don't have to accept it. It's how you feel. And it may be a reflection of how you feel within you. I've learned a lot with my emotional maturity that sometimes people point fingers because of their own insecurities. So if you're called a liar, or if you're accused of doing cheating, just like most people when they're cheating will accuse somebody of cheating because they're cheating themselves. So if somebody is calling you names, fat, ugly, whatever, it's something they must feel within themselves, because a person that really truly loves themselves is not going to reflect that onto others in a negative manner. So I've learned to take words, they don't really hold weight to me anymore. So actions is my thing. I'm more of an action person. How do you hold yourself, Moon Tortoise? How do you hold yourself accountable without collapsing into guilt or shame?
I understand that we are not perfect, and that knowledge or education is something that's never finished. And if you're altruistic, if you mean well, you're trying to do your best to do the thing. It's hard to shoot you down or throw shade after that. So if you know you're doing the right thing and you carry yourself with confidence and you move with purpose, that's how you kind of overcome those demons. Because that's how I did. And that really is key. Fear is kind of a mind killer, and it holds us back in so many aspects of life. And knowing that that's just an invisible force in your mind really does a lot for progress.
It is.
I think that answers it.
Yeah, no, I agree. So DDH, what emotional patterns has been the hardest to unlearn?
I don't even know if this would be one, but feeling bad or sorry or expecting others to feel sorry for me. Sometimes I learned that just because I was going through stuff in life, that it didn't give me right to become upset or push it on anybody else, because it's not nobody's fault if I got whatever I got going on. So I've learned, that is something that I learned to be able to handle, and veered on the path of being able to control that.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
SJ Graham, you graced us with a gorgeous face. Are you with us?
Yeah. I'm with y'all. How y'all doing?
Oh, it's truly well in you.
I can't complain. I can't complain.
I was starting to take it personal, thinking that your phone didn't like my voice because you could hear other people's, but not mine.
Oh, that's how I be acting though. Whatever. That be like once a week.
Yeah, no, it's been a fantastic Arbor Day.
It has been a really plunge. Oh, what do I want to call it? I don't want to call it nothing. So we're going to talk about relationship and boundaries. SGF Graham, how do you communicate when your heart feels overwhelmed?
I stopped communicating.
Ooh.
I let them know that I need a timeout. And either they respect it or they don't, but I'm still gonna take the time out.
Mm. Okay. I'm going to ask everybody that question because I think everybody's going to have a different response. Kendo, how do you communicate when your heart feels overwhelmed?
Normally, I just go very quiet, or I set myself back. I write things down. If I'm having a hard time, I let people know. I'm just like, leave me be for a few days. I'll be okay. I'll respond to you later on. We're good. Go from there.
You said a few days?
Oh yes, I say give me a few days if I need to calm myself down, depending on the situations, because I tend to overthink or overreact for how I am. So when it comes to my emotions being in check, I have to make sure that I'm checked first before I say anything else.
Okay.
Hey, I
So,
shut down for a week.
oh,
Well,
really?
I done shut down longer than that. Well, for one, I got ADHD, so I could be mad at you and a butterfly fly by, and now I'm thinking about something else, and then I'm like, oh yeah, bump them. I get back to it or whatever. So it take me a while to get over it sometimes.
So you know where I'm coming from, y'all.
I
Oh yeah,
want
oh
to.
yeah.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room here in a minute. I think we honestly do because a few days, a lot could happen. Like you couldn't even. You're probably not even the same person, or the feeling of why you were even upset in the first place is not even the same. A few days.
No. Life moves on. That situation just got halted. Life didn't stop. Just whatever it is with that, I gotta leave that alone for a while.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Moon Tortoise? How do you communicate when your heart feels overwhelmed?
Poorly. I don't. I'm probably the worst culprit on this list. And primarily it's the phone. Like if people are trying to get hold of me on the phone, I can't even look at text messages. Um, just looking at texting gives me anxiety. I want everyone in the world to just get into a circle and talk about it once a week. Um, I don't communicate. I isolate. I fall into music and working on whatever I can, and then I try to mask it. And this is actually a huge problem for a lot of people close to me because my emotions heavily affect other people. And if I'm around anybody else who's an empath like that, they're gonna immediately be in a bad mood. So being a people pleaser, I'm trying to avoid letting people know how agitated I am a lot of the time. And doing that expends a lot of energy, which I have an internal clock going saying I'm running this energy out, cutting into time where I can actually let my brain catch back up. And it's just hard. It's hard. I have a hard time with communication in general. And people kind of go, well, you like talking to addicts and alcoholics. I'm like, it's completely different to me. I don't know why. I've had a problem with it. I feel the more we get electronically influenced to communicate via texting and social media and stuff, the further away I get from people every day. And it's scary to me. So isolation, yeah.
So like me, it's totally opposite. When my heart feels overwhelmed and stuff, I can't isolate. I have to. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because I'm going to explain to you why I'm going to explain why I didn't mean it, or that is not what my intent was, and I don't know why you're receiving it that way. In that, if there's a way we can have a overstanding of the situation before it gets out of hand, I don't allow. We will talk, and I can't. When my heart feels some type of way, we're going to talk.
Hey, Badger, do you
Yeah.
feel like you're over explaining this?
No, that was my turn to answer.
I'm not thinking you are, but it could be one of the roots for that.
No, honestly though, we will talk about it. When I feel my heart feels like it's overwhelmed, I want to talk about it. I'm
That's
not
good.
I'm not one to really just distance myself and shut off. I can't. Because if I do, then it's playing in my head over and over and over, rent free. I really gotta get it out and I gotta express it. I don't let you go. I don't let him go. I gotta talk about it. I got to. And not even got to. I want to, damn it, because I know what it's like to me. It would if I'm too quiet and it's left unsaid. I swear it's gonna live rent free for a minute. It'll live rent free for a long time. I will overly contemplate every angle of what it went wrong and how it went wrong. And yeah, I talk about it. What about what do you wanna dip out too?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and this is on how to communicate when your heart feels overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that use a lot of I statements. That helps. But yeah, and it is best to talk about it. And I was laughing and shaking my head because yeah, I wouldn't say and she wants to get something out, you got to get it out. But a lot of times it's best to do that because for me personally, I'm a thinker and I'll think about it. And if it's something that I know that we can just talk about it and discuss it and knock it out, then it's cool and I'll do it. And even if it might be a difficult situation. Now, granted, in life you may have some people that is just difficult to, and I have a few of those here, but the more people that it is easier for me outweighs the ones that it's not to be able to just talk about it and get a solution.
So on that note though, not to go too far into it, but on that note, like I've learned that when people are angry and they're feeling some type of way and you let it go, they might be overly mad and they might not even be mad at the right thing. And it could have been like a miscommunication. It really could have been something that was perceived differently than what you really meant. Or it once he's mad about everything, including the ingrown toenail that he has from 3 years ago. Because once mad is mad, it snaps the top for so many other things that have nothing to do with the situation. So I'd rather talk about it instead of allowing it to fester into something that has nothing really to do with it. But I get that. I can see why people really. As Chef Graham, is it something that it's hard for a lot of people to do? One wants to talk when another person doesn't want to talk.
It could become difficult depending on, like you said, the level of anger that one or the other have, or if they even had that practice in communicating that way, and how much practice, because it takes practice. Is factors in it. There's been times where I didn't want to talk because I wanted to process it. Well, there's been times that the other person didn't want to talk for whatever reason. Yeah, as
Okay.
long as they communicate that with me, you know, I'm good. It's the ignoring part that makes it difficult because now you're leaving my mind to think whatever it wants to think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've noticed that with a lot of different situations. Once it becomes internal, it's up to perception, and then you're perceiving whatever because no one's saying nothing. And with DDH's him experience being in a relationship with him, that his ADHD is really intense too, that he will think of 50 things and he'll conversate it all within one story, and then all of a sudden he'll bump back into something that he talked about earlier, and I'll totally lose him. Like, it's like a Pulp Fiction movie for real when talking to him sometimes, and I'm just like, wait a minute, because we were talking about something totally different, and all of a sudden he just started reading something that he was scrolling across, and it come across, and I thought he was saying that to me, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I'm reading that, and I'm like, I'm not in your head to know where you're going. And that's what it is in relationships. People think that the other person should automatically know where they're coming from. But a lot of people aren't in your head. They don't know how you feel. They don't know how you see the life. They don't know what is affecting you and what hurts you. So being able to properly communicate and say it instead of just assuming, it will save a lot. And that's part of the emotional stability and maturity. Kendall, what boundaries took you the longest to honor?
To honor with the boundaries?
Yeah,
Quite a
which one?
bit. It's more so the respect and understanding with situations, with any type of conversation, and just try to be there whenever needed type of deal. Um, yeah, there's quite a few I'm still learning about as well. So it's kind of take it or break it type situations what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. And boundaries are still a major ordeal for me for how people are. And it's each day's different.
Okay, okay. So,
Give
Moon
me
Tortoise. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
SGF.
give me an example of boundaries that you're talking about.
For Kendall?
Yeah, either you can answer it or she can answer it. Like, what type of boundaries are y'all talking about in this sentence in this question?
Oh, it just said boundaries. It just says in general, like what is a boundary to you? And then how do you communicate? Oh no, that's the last one. I gotta find it again. I don't even know where it was now.
Oh, it's okay. You can go to the next question. I just wanted to understand the answer to the question.
No,
I'm good.
I'd like to figure it out too, though. Now that you said it, because I'm learning healthy boundaries, and I don't even know what they are. It says, how do you communicate when you feel overwhelmed? I don't even know where it was now,
Yeah,
honestly.
because
So,
some boundaries I feel like, oh, yeah, and I don't want to get into that today or whatever because that might be a whole nother debate. But some boundaries are valid to me, and some boundaries are cop outs, so they don't have to communicate.
all right, I have to find it. No, I want to know because I'm learning boundaries right now. So, what boundary took you the longest to honor? It didn't say what it is. Just what boundary took you the longest to honor?
Oh, okay, okay. What's the next question? Who we go to?
Well, I want to answer that with me real quick because I'm learning boundaries, and I really honestly don't know what they are. It's that's something I'm dealing with personally right now. I don't even know what healthy boundaries are. And like you said, SGF Graham, I think that honestly is a perception thing, because what I see as a healthy boundary for me, you may not see as a healthy boundary. So saying no saying no is really a strong, healthy boundary for me because I was a people pleaser and I would say yes to things that I didn't even want to. So me saying no, I don't want to, or no, I'm not going to, and stand on it is because I don't feel like I have to. I don't feel like I have to overly explain it. I just feel like no, I'm allowed to say no. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes sense. And like you said, I mean, I guess it depends on what the subject at hand is. And that would be what would draw my perception. You know,
Okay.
Well, let's say this.
I would be perfectly fine with just saying, with somebody saying, hey, not right now. I can't really communicate in a way that won't cause an argument. I'd be like, cool. And I wouldn't say no more. Because they basically let me know in the whole sentence we can get back to it when I'm in a state that I can have this conversation and nothing won't be said that shouldn't be said.
I can respect that. I'd appreciate that too. I'd appreciate that more than someone ignoring me or someone just saying random things that they felt like they needed to say that had nothing to do with nothing, just to hurt. I could appreciate someone saying, "Not at this present moment. I don't have the mental capacity to be able to." That's being authentic and transparent. What were you going to say, Moon Tortoise?
Well, I think when healthy people communicate, boundaries don't need to be forcibly established. I think it's just something that healthy people come to terms on. I think when it comes to boundaries and stuff, it's a way to protect yourself from things you're not invested in. Let's say you invest like a large sum of money in a project and you don't come up on that project, but do your part in it, and then somebody says, "Hey, where the hell are you with all this stuff?" That's not a time you can put up boundaries. You've already interjected yourself into a situation that involves you and stuff. But I've noticed just even walking down the street, a lot of people will involve you in their lives in one way or the other, and you have to make a healthy assumption on whether that person is going to be good or help you flourish in your life. So that's I don't think it's I think it's something that gets kind of on autopilot once you establish it like that.
No, and I agree. And for me personally, I'm agreeing completely because for me personally, as an addict and as a certain things that I used for weaponizing it and it was used against me, I'm allowed to say, no, I don't feel like doing that. And I'm not going to do that because it's a piece of me I'm giving you and I don't want to. And that's new to me. And I'm proud of me for having that. And I'm learning that that's okay. And no one can make me feel bad about it. And it's because I never appreciated that. I never appreciated what that was, that, like drinking. If someone was an alcoholic, they didn't appreciate the fact that they could have one if they wanted to, whenever they wanted to, because they overindulged in it and it became a weapon to them. Same thing with eating. I can appreciate now eating certain things because I don't do it often, and I don't do it out of comfort, and I don't do it to fill a void. I do it for nourishment. So now I'm okay to say, no, I don't want that cake, or no, I'm okay, or yes, I do want that. And I don't have to feel guilty for saying it because I'm not looking at it as in I'm indulging in it anymore. And it's no longer became me weaponizing it, or it's been weaponized against me. Makes sense.
It's good. It's a healthy exploration. I'm glad it got brought up. I like talking about it. It shows good emotional maturity.
So that to me was one of the boundaries that I was able to, that I'm practicing learning and standing forth on, because I never respected me. And I didn't.
It's fair.
So for you, what is a healthy boundary for you that you're learning?
Me, it was hard for me to protect the need for my time, because there used to be a point me being able, even if it was overly listening to when somebody was talking or telling me about stuff, or just giving too much time into stuff, or so the point where it would be, I might wanted to complete a task or something, but I felt like I had to overly do this, so I had to set boundaries. Like, yeah, I can do this, or I'll talk, but I'm gonna be done talking by this time, or I gotta leave by this time, or do this. So it was just basically setting that boundary of my time, quit giving to too much time and stop accommodating too much of my time. And that was something that I had to be fierce about, because we only get 24 hours in a day, and we're not even up this whole 24 hours. So
I like that. You can relate to that, can't you, Moon Tortoise?
I can't. It's the time management thing, especially.
Yeah. So, Moon Tortoise, what moment forced you into emotional growth before you felt ready?
Oh, a lot of them. I hate always going back to drinking. So, well, I used to get really mad at myself and take it out on my brother. Okay, this is totally different. And I used to really, really take it out on my brother. And there was one day where my brother had enough and ended up punching through a window I was sitting next to and grabbing me. And I looked down and there was blood running down his hand. And he was like freaked out and he let go of me, and he just broke the window. Energy hamster. And I looked him in the eye and he looked at me and he ran away. And all my friends are like, whoa, holy shit, he just went after you. And they started making fun of him and stuff. But in the back of my head, I said, I caused my little brother to get so mad that he punched through a window and tried to kill me and drag me out. And that was a click right there that I had to ascend that thought pattern of doing what I was doing and rallying other people to join my cause. Like, that was awful. So I grew a lot that day. And I think that's when I really started developing a wonderful friendship with my little brother right there.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So, Kendall, can emotional maturity repair a relationship weakened by miscommunication?
I'm not really sure how to answer that properly. It's kind of hit or miss. I'm not too sure. It's depending up to you and how the person is for how they respond with it. So it's really more so up to you for how you want to respond to.
Okay, I like that. Ask Jeff Graham, what wisdom do you wish you learned earlier in life?
Really, the art of don't worry about it.
Mm,
Like if I would have learned that one killed or halted a lot of grace and manifestation that should have been here just because of the worrying and worrying about what other people got to say, my own worries and or worrying what people already said, stuff like that. That was the biggest thing for me.
okay, okay. So, DDH, what story about your past no longer controls your present?
worry about my past no longer controls my present. That is my fault. And I also, man, there's quite a few I can do, or I can say about that a few things. But yeah, and that I didn't deserve to be here. That's probably the biggest one. Because I used to self doubt myself a lot, and then I would question what my journey was and what my path was in life, and I didn't know until once I realized what my purpose was, I was able to know what my present was supposed to be. If that makes sense.
Of course. So, Kendall, what belief about yourself are you currently rewriting?
My capabilities, what I'm able to do, what I cannot do.
Okay. How about you, Moon Tortoise? What beliefs about yourself are you currently rewriting?
Capabilities are really up there. I enjoyed Kendall's answer, but I can easily stick with that.
Okay. So, so what for me, what realization changed the way that I see myself forever? Man, that's a deep one. I don't have no expectations of anything or anyone, yet I know my limitations are endless. They're limitless. There's nothing I can't do. And that's how I'm learning to feel about myself. There's nothing that I don't deserve. I deserve everything that I put out because I love myself that way. And I will only surround myself around those that feel that way about themselves. So yeah, that's where I'm coming with that one. So that's what I do. SGF Graham, what advice would you your healed self? Oh, you already did that one. Hold on. I'm gonna keep talking to you about this. What emotions feel like a warning sign for you, not a weakness?
I ain't never thought about that one. I guess it might sound arrogant, but I don't know none of them. Whatever. I don't look at it as a weakness anymore or whatever. I guess one that I used to or whatever is for some dang reason or whatever, I can be emotional about something. I'll be like, boy, what the hell? Like, I'm the same one that got a, a pretty cool past if you like fighting people and stuff or whatever, but I still be watching a movie or somebody be telling me something about their life or whatever, and I have to hold back tears and I'm like, boy, what the hell going on right now? Like, but now I just embrace it. Whatever it is, what it is. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Whatever it just is what it is. It's part of me, so I don't look at it as nothing as a weakness.
I love that. Yeah. So, Moon Tortoise, what is a resolution for having a mature heart and having emotional capabilities to be able to handle things?
What is the resolution?
Yeah, how can people get to that point when they're lost?
Okay. It's the end of it because I got to dissect it. Or throw it up on the screen. Yeah.
No, I just want to know what your resolution is for this. Give me a resolution for people that are stuck in a state where they don't have a mature heart. It's not a question. We're gonna end it. We're ending the show. We're gonna do resolutions and then positive.
Oh, we're doing resolutions. Okay, I thought it was an actual question. What's the resolution you're talking about? Start paying attention to how people react to you. They'll tell you a lot.
Okay. DDH, what's a resolution for having a mature heart?
The resolution to having a mature heart to me is
and have emotional maturity.
Loving yourself and just realizing
is it easy every day?
That it's not easy. Realizing that it's not easy. It's not gonna be easy in this journey, but that you will be able to get through it and positive self-talk. I think that's just a resolution.
For me, I learned DGH said one thing earlier today during the show, and that made a lot of sense to me. And I want more people. I want doesn't mean they should use more I statements, because when people think of you all or they speak for a collective whole, that's embellishment. That's not fair. A fair thing you can't do. You can't speak on behalf of everybody, because nobody knows what you're thinking. Nobody knows what you're feeling at that present moment. And remember, it's a feeling. Most time communications come on uneasy and uncomfortable and a little unsteady for you. It's because a feeling is involved. Once you remove the feeling and allow yourself to just be and sit within that emotion and accept whatever is going to come from it, it's easier to hear things. But you got to remove the pride, the ego, and all those other things in the belief system where you think that this is how a marriage should be. This is how a relationship should be. This is how a job should be. This is how parents should be. Because nobody knows how nothing should be. We're all just trying to figure it out. As long as you know how you're supposed to be for you, that's all that really truly matters. That's just my opinion. Give me a resolution, Kendall.
Learning to say no when necessary.
Give me a resolution, SGF Graham.
It's okay to not have a response, but I would also say resolution first thing, which is also under it's okay to not have a response, is silent. Be silent. Be still. Like stop being, don't be reactive. It's quick to it's easy to be reactive. Actually think about what's being said, you know, drop the person's attitude if you can, especially if you in an emotional state. You know, that's what I try to do or whatever. I try to look at it as if I'm just looking at type words and I don't know this person from a hole in the wall. So I'm not trying to imagine how they're saying it. I'm just looking at their type words so I can read as is what it is. And then I can properly, respond to what they're saying without listening to their attitude or listening to the emotional state that we're in. You got to be still, got to be silent.
Yeah. I wrote a I Am song, and I want, did you read it, SGF Graham? I want you to do that with me. You can change some of the words to reincorporate whatever you want, but I'd like you to do that with me.
We'll talk about that afterwards so you can more tell me, how you want
Okay.
that to go. Okay.
Okay. So when people gotta learn that breaking generational curses and cycles that are in belief systems that are put into your mind, a piece of you has to die in order for you to grow and heal. And it may be the hard ones. It may be the hardest ones, the ones that you're not ready to let go of. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable just so you can get comfortable again. And know that a lot of things ain't as bad as you think it is. So give us a positive message real quick before I can do the outro, Moon Tortoise.
Positive message. Things aren't working out. I guess with your peer group, there's like billions of people on the planet, so countless opportunities. You can't relegate that to everything, and I understand interpersonal relationships are important, but whether you're having a bad relationship or a good relationship, there's still billions of people on the planet, and each one of them has a very unique story. Just don't get in the car with them if you don't know.
Positive quote or thing, Kendall. Message.
I'm going with the O quote for today. Don't worry about tomorrow, but worry about for today itself. I might have said that backwards, but that's just me. It's all good.
Yeah.
Like a positive message, DDH.
Man, I'm gonna say keep hope alive. I'm gonna take one from that book. So keep hope alive.
It's okay. It's okay. That's what I want to say. My positive message is it's okay. Give it one more day. It's okay. Because nothing happens to you. It only happens for you. And a lot of people that need to stop playing victim and just really take accountability for what is there. And they don't have to. It'd be nice if you did, though, because it feels good to be free. It feels good to release and just be. Because the only important moment is the now. And that is not the same now from 5 minutes ago. And it will not be the same now from 5 minutes to now. So just remember, always try to live in the now. Thank you for tuning into the People's Podcast, the ears that will listen, where your opinion matters. Tonight, we open the door to a deeper kind of truth. We learned that a mature heart is not built in a moment. It is shaped by reflection, strengthened by awareness, and guided by the wisdom we choose to apply every day. Before we close, I want to give a shout out. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Shimwood Beverages. If you want calm that keeps you clear, presence, and that keeps you grounded, and a vibe that supports emotional balance, Shimmerwood Beverages have you. Sip with ease, stay centered, and always your voice matters. Your growth matters. Use our promo code. Get 30% off by seeing the people on your order. Until next time, keep listening inward, keep choosing wisdom, and keep showing up as the version of yourself your future will thank you for. This is the People's Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace and love, everyone. Peace, peace. Not everybody can say it.
Peace, peace, peace. Oh, yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage, all got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom what the truth is, with our hearts uncovered, where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal, breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe, so down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather one of you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one of you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on
Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental, how clean is a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Steering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus. Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus. Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Huh?
It's on, you tell the truth.